Alright legends, just before I kick off this video, I just want to say that I do bring up a few things in this that, yeah, it makes me feel a little bit vulnerable saying, and I hope you guys don't judge me too much on it, but yeah, I'm just expressing myself to you guys, and I hope you guys can understand, and just trying to get you guys to see things from my side. It's not as beautiful as it looks sometimes, you know, like I absolutely do love what I do, and don't get me wrong, but there's things about it that are extremely hard. So yeah, we've got some cool projects that we're working on in this video, and yeah, I hope it doesn't bring a Debbie Downer onto the whole video, because I did have fun obviously doing the work and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, there's just a few things that has happened lately, and I just kind of wanted to have a chat with them, so I've sort of spread those out throughout the video. And yeah, if you guys have any concerns or questions or whatever, feel free to drop a comment and let me know, and I'll reply to you. Anyway, sit back and enjoy. So we're installing this bump steer correction kit. So it replaces the upper control arm and the steering knuckle on the Dmax, because they get bump steer. Like as you can see on this tire, it's hard to tell, but I only installed this lift kit a few months ago, and at the time we had to pre-order these because they were out of stock, so we couldn't do them at the same time. But it was actually good to see, because yeah, as you can see on this tire here, it's worn to the right, like the inner is actually worn out, you know, at least a couple mil more than the outside, and that's within just a few months. So you can understand with your tire, you're going to chew through it so much quicker than you usually would. So it's definitely worth doing this upgrade, because in the long term, if you're going to keep the car for a long time, you're going to go through a lot less tires, which is going to save you a lot more money. And then also it'll just drive a lot better, because these things are prone to just jump around the road a little bit, which will just stiffen it all up, and yeah, it'll just make it drive a lot better and get a lot more even tire wear. So anyway, let's get into it. Anyways, next up is that VY. We're going to be doing the window regulator on it. So I'm not getting the shed, their third shed now. Had a good chat with my bookkeeper, and he's like, the economy's in the toilet, it's not the right time to be getting a storage shed. Basically, come to the conclusion that more or less I'm either going to have to work more, which I already work 80 to 100 hours a week, so I'm not sure how that's possible. Stop doing giveaways back to my customers, or stop going camping. Didn't really like the idea of not going camping, because even though I only go once every couple months, it definitely helps me reset and keep on track here, mentally especially. So I didn't want to give that up. I definitely don't want to give up doing giveaways back to my customers, because I love that I'm able to help people. By them getting work done at my shop, I'm able to help people change their lives in different ways. Like I think this $5,000 giveaway at the moment is going to be massive for someone, and yeah, someone's going to win it. It's going to be life-changing for them. So, or they might take the $7,500 store credit and we do something awesome with their car. But regardless, it's definitely going to be a life changer for someone, and I really want to keep doing that. So although it would have been awesome to store my personal cars and keep everything clean and tidy, that's the option that I picked for now. It's not saying that down the line I can't do that somewhere else. Like, might be able to, yeah, I've got other sheds. Unfortunately, I sublease a lot of my stuff, or had to sublease a lot of my stuff in the past, because, you know, the economy was so bad. So I don't want that to have to happen again, because what's the point of leasing a third shed, or fourth shed technically, and then end up having to sublease it, and then I'm stuck still with the one. So I need to stop doing that. But yeah, anyway, so those were the options, and then I've decided just to, yeah, I've put up with the car sitting outside of home if they have to, and a few in the shed here that I've got to push in and out every day, and I might have to put the VL on the back burner again, but yeah, it means I can continue to run the business the way I want and give money back to people and help people out and all that sort of stuff. That's more important to me than keeping my cars clean. As I've said in the thing over before, I get kidney stones. I'm going through one at the moment, so it's, yeah, I've been pushing through that. And it makes you, as well as the pain, it also just makes you feel shit. Like it stuffs up all your gut bacteria, makes you hot, sweaty, dizzy. Yeah, it really mucks with your body a lot on top of the pain. But anyway, so yeah, got my old cars all pushed out here this morning. It's a bit of a boogie to get them all out, but it is what it is. We've got to just keep plodding on. Got to deal with the cards you got. Yeah, next up we are working on the VY out the front. We're going to put a driver's window regulator in it. It's not working very well. I think he said when it goes up it clicks or something, so the motor's probably buggered. So we'll do that, and then yeah, we've got some other cars coming in as well. So anyway, let's get stuck into it. Oh, check out that window. Alright, so we're done with this VY. Window rig's been replaced, smashed that one out. Not too many camera angles of this one because I'm trying to get through the work. Now we're about to bring in this WH. We've got this thing come in. Yeah, when I pulled up the other week for him to come in and get a quote, I thought it was the one from Tough Streeters, to be honest, because I only seen it just through the corner of the banner. Yeah, that's coming in. We're doing a guard package on that. I'm going to check out, he's got an air leak in the rear bag, so I'm going to have a bit of a look at that for him. And I think it might be rubbing on the arm, on the control arm, on the IRS Commodores. There's like a little, sometimes there's like a little daggy weld where the bag, when they're aired out, sits on, and it can put a hole in your bag. So I'm going to suss out whether that's there. If it is, I'll grind it down for him. And then we've got his front left guard line is a bit loose, so I'm going to try and tighten that up for him as well. But the guards on the rear, we're going to have to roll the guards, and then also we're going to have to trim the plastic, because on the WHs it's got like this big plastic bit at the front, and that's where it's hitting, so I'm going to have to actually cut that. So yeah, going to be a bit of a technical little sort of a job. So we got that, and then I might have another car coming in later to get the guards done. Guy asked me if I could do a call out, and unfortunately guys, I don't do call outs. I do this work here, do a good job for you, but you have to bring the car to me. I'm not going to anyone's house. Many reasons, but yeah. Hope you guys can understand that. Anyway, let's get into this WH. Right, so just finished up on the Stato. Stato went really well. It technically can roll aired out, but his tire's actually hitting the top of the tub now. So you got to roll about 10 to 15 mil above aired out. And yeah, it drives good. I drove it up and down the street at that height. So yeah, at least he can cruise around a lot lower than he did before, and it's not scrubbing. It's got full clearance up into the top of the tub. But anyway, after that, I quickly, as you would have seen, bring in my Colorado and changed out the headlights because I had one working headlight and the other one would flicker. So I've changed them out, got rid of the shitty modules that were in there, and that's all good. I did want to service that today, but I haven't had time to go to the parts store and get parts for that. Also wanted to service this today, same deal. But I will be doing those two, service on both those cars at some point. This thing though, I have literally been, one of my customers bought me an antenna to put in this months ago. I reckon it'd be 3 or 4 months ago. And I just have not had any spare time to myself to work on my own projects for that long that I haven't even put it in yet. So this is actually going to go back home because I don't have enough space to keep all my cars at the shop. So the Calais, my Land Rover's gone home, the Calais going home, and then the Colorado goes home with me anyway. And then the Rexy is currently still at the mechanics, but then once that is done, I want that here. So yeah, I only have so much space and I have a little bit too many cars. But anyway, yes, gonna chuck this on the hoist in a second. I'm just gonna get it prepared because I always forget, chuck the car on the hoist and then have to try and dig in there to get to the antenna wire. So I'm gonna get the antenna wire loose now before I even put it up, put it on the hoist, change out the antenna, put the cable back through it and then plug it up, and then we should be good to go. But anyway, I've just got to run upstairs and grab the antenna because it's been sitting on my desk for all this time, and then the other day I just cracked the shits with it sitting there and thought I'm just going to put it upstairs away. So yeah, now I need to get back down, I reckon. Well, that's a stitch up. The antenna is faulty, so it'll go up, but it won't go back down. I have to sort of like jolt it to get it to go back down, and it's down now, so I'm just going to tape up the plug and leave it unplugged and then order another one, because I'd say it's probably been, I think you got 3 months to do a return. I'm pretty sure it's been 4, so I'm not going to bust my customer's ass either about it, so I'll just buy another one and yeah, get it fitted at a later date, but a little bit annoying. I could drive with it up, but I really don't use the radio. I just wanted an antenna in there because it would go up and go tick, 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 and then go down and go tick, 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 tick. I did think about just pulling it out when it was down and unplugging it, but I wanted to just have it so that it worked. But it'll work in another day, so that was a waste of time. But anyway. Alright legends, I'm going to share something with you guys. I'm not sure if I should or not because it's pretty personal, but I know a lot of you guys see what I do and just think, you know, you love to do that, and probably a lot of people would probably think it's easy. I just wanted to shed some light on what it's exactly like. Waiting for cars to go past every 2 minutes. That's annoying. But anyway, so I've been saving up a bit of money because I wanted to get the turbo kit and stuff for the mini truck, and I wanted to get some Colchins black roof lining for my VX. And then I was also trying to get money together to do my Stato because I wanted to go bam, bam, bam and do some cool videos for you guys shortly. But I've had to throw that all out the window because this month alone it's cost me $60,000 to run this little shop. Most people would think, oh, you've got to make a couple grand a month to pay your rent and that's it. But yeah, that's the tiniest part of it. there's just so many bills and things that have to be paid all the time, and you know, advertising and this and that. You know, rent's probably one of the smallest bills. So yeah, it's been stressing me out. I've done a lot more money than that per month back in the day running my e-commerce business, but we had staff, so it was a lot easier to do. Now I've got my offside of Luke, but he only helps out here and there. Although he did do 38 hours for me the other week on that VN, and he works full time, so he would done an 80-90 hour week that week, and you know, that's sort of up around my hours, and I don't expect anyone else to be doing that sort of stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, mostly I do everything here by myself, and so it's really hard to make that sort of money. Obviously I didn't make all that money in 1 month. I've had savings that I've had to put back into the business, so now I've got no savings to make ends meet, you know, and it's hard and it's stressful. And so Saturday night, this is what I already feel vulnerable enough talking about what I've talked about so far, but Saturday night I had a panic attack, blacked out, and then woke up like an hour later. I won't get into it too much, but it sort of freaked me out a bit. And yeah, everything's sort of been getting to me a fair bit. I absolutely love what I do, but I don't love how expensive it is to run this sort of an operation. Especially as just one dude running a YouTube channel, you know. But people just don't get how expensive it actually is to do all this stuff. And I'm not about to give up, so I don't think that's the case. It's just I'm trying to explain to you guys what it's actually like behind the scenes. Like, I've been dealing with that. I've got a kidney stone I'm processing at the moment, so that's painful. That's also mucking up all my gut bacteria and stuff, which probably didn't really help with Saturday night. But yeah, I've just been sitting down paying bills this morning, and it sort of just hit me. I'm like, man, people would not get, I reckon, and I'm just guessing, I have no idea what you guys probably think it would cost me to run this business, but I reckon most people would think that it'd cost me 5 to 10 grand a month to run something like this. I haven't had a month that cheap since I was 19 or 20. So, you know, on average, probably cost me $30,000-$40,000 a month to run my business with advertising and stuff. And yeah, this month's been really big because I got hit with a few big bills. Things come in, you know, like body corporate fees, owner levies, all that sort of stuff, rates. And then, yeah, your normal rent, this, that, advertising, just chunk. And all of a sudden you've got a lot of bills to pay. So yeah, it's not easy. I've had to pull out if I was going to get a shed up the street here. I've had to pull out of that. Luckily enough, I pulled out of it just before I got hit with even more bills than I knew I had coming. So yeah, it sucked. And I know all of you probably thinking, oh, you should just budget this, that, which is easy to do if you get weekly bills. But a lot of my bills are monthly or 6 monthly or yearly. So you get hit with stuff, yeah, randomly, and it can slip you up, especially when you're leasing multiple places. Yeah, and you've got bills going out everywhere. But anyway, I got back to start trying to edit this video, the next week's video, and I'd rendered it before I went home last night. Got here this morning and the computer shut off overnight and I've lost my render. So it's re-rendering at the moment. I do have someone that's meant to be bringing in a car for me to do some work on, and if he does, I'll put that in with this video. But I reckon I've got enough content there to make a decent episode for you guys. But otherwise it would be cool to throw this other car in because it's a pretty cool car, but I won't mention it in case he doesn't come because he might get it done later date. And then we had another car that was meant to come, but he hasn't been able to get it here. I think he said he's coming from Portland or something, so yeah, he's got to try and organise a lift back to leave his car. So that's yeah. The other thing I wanted to have a chat with you guys about, which I don't get this very often, is some people think that they can wait around while I'm working, and I get it, people are coming from a long way away, but it's literally $15 for an Uber into town. It's like 5 minutes away. And yeah, then you can just go spend the day doing stuff there, or a lot of people I get people coming from all over Vic to come down here to get work done. Most of them have family or friends, or the other ones I had a couple that just were on the weekend. They just went down to Port Arlington, I think, or Ocean Grove or whatever, and had a meal and went for a walk and then come back, you know. So there's plenty to do, and no, you can't wait around. And I feel bad telling people that when they drop their car off and say, oh, I thought I could just wait around. So no, well, there's many reasons why you can't wait around. Yeah, I hope you guys can appreciate that. I just thought I'd mention it because I don't get it very often, but every now and then I get some people that think that they can just hang around, and it just makes it really awkward for me when I have to basically kick them out and send them on their way. So basically, if you rock up, I've had one person rock up that said, oh, I thought I'd wait around, well, I can't just leave my car here. And I'm like, well, sorry, I can't do your job. And they've had to leave. So I'm not just going to cave, especially if I'm doing like I say to people, like the job I'm doing on people's cars might only be a 2 or 3 hour job, but by the time I have people roll in, that can be a 6 or 8 hour job, and I've got to factor that sort of stuff in because a lot of the days I do lose a lot of time for people coming in and having a chat. But anyway, yes, I'm having a little bit of a rant. I just wanted to, I'm not even sure if I'm going to put this in the video yet, because it's making me feel really, really vulnerable even recording it, because I know a lot of people are going to judge me for this and probably see it in the wrong light. A lot of people might see, oh, he's able to pay $60,000 of bills in a month, he must be killing it. And it's just like, people can't wrap their head around the fact that it's just not that simple. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching the video, and yeah, if you need work like this done to your car, hit me up. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.